Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the LEC Spring 2025.
All in his air, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, as Cap flashes away. I think I broke the screen for you in the meantime. Cap flashes over the wall. He escapes for now. Skewmon tries to help out. It's a phone to the face as Labrov is still going to get rooted up. Great little grasp and a first blood to boot for Team Heretics. Skewmon is going to be done with this pretty soon. The beauty of Mundo as well is that blunt force trauma makes it so easy as grubs go down. Dragon a little bit delayed. Health bars are decaying, but Dragon will have
no fight now. I've known you for several years. I should know better.
Okay. From Carlson. Hextech ultimatum. Broken Blade's in a lot of trouble. He's about to go into the Mega Nard though, and he wants to find Carlson with his own flash up and available. Broken Blade thinks, how do I pull it off? Especially with Skewmon with an infected Bonesaw sets it up. The wild growth is out, and Rather sets up for infected chains. That from Sheo, and another kill going over to Team Heretics. Hookshot, walkshot yet again slows down his Skewmon. He has to pull out the maximum dosage, but how much can he drink? Onto Carlson, the ignites down, and wait for the cleaver, wait for the auto, wait for the agony that's going to start burning Skewmon back into place, and a kill for him too as G2.
How heavily Heretics want to try and commit to this, but they need to move Flakka down if they want to. Also, Camilo a long way from home and trying to be able to help out, so I think they're in a bit of a detached spot. Labrov on the flank.
Yeah, because Dagda, the Bonesaws really hurt. Sten might have to pull the ulti off, and waiting for him is Labrov. Stands up with a shattering strike. Broken Blade zoning off, and Sten is just dead. Free heart steal and a free kill. And the side lanes you mentioned are so far ahead. Well, this one, really only. 700 gold the lead as Labrov might find himself Camilo. Under turret, Magnustorm pulls him back, and he's waiting for the crash down. Here's Skewmon yet again. I was going to say Broken Blade. That was the last time we saw the Mundo outside of their splitters. Skewmon, 3 kills. And this is what the fear we had, Dagda. Early game needed to go well for Team Heretics. Otherwise, G2, holy Mundo.
Yeah, Labrov and Skewmon are playing really well together. They are linked up. They're constantly playing, well, it's top side, now it's mid, it was around Void Grubs, and now it's the Dragon for G2 as well. This has been a wonderful start from the 2 new members of G2, setting up the veterans for success.
And with Dragon taking
down,
down,
I think it's going to fall before they can really get into position here. They're even, they're resetting with Skewmons. You got Demolish. It's kind of Heretics late to the party.
Yeah.
And now, honestly, I think he's just off of G2 existing. Oh,
nice flash response, yeah, because he was on a wall, but Hans Summer turns it in his favor. Unbreakable will with Skewmon right behind him, and again, fresh meat. Hans Summer will take it gleefully as Camilo tries to poke back, but G2 again with a pick onto Sten. Means they're just opening up more.
Oh, it's a disaster. Like, even look at bot side. Oh, actually, never mind.
Oh, it happens to be Labrov's time to shine again. Cap just rolls in thanks to the Magnustorm, and Sheo in trouble. Another Heartsteel stack. Jungle dip is what you just benefiting off the whole team's success. This turret, as he tries to deny the cannon minion and most of the wave, is going to be yet another turret for G2. 2-0 on that.
And this is the second wave that's gone into that tower. It's the second tower that's going to fall. And now you're taking...
And there's a certain Swedish top lane who made that so important, as this guy who's suffering on CS is now getting solo killed by Broken Blade. Camilo doesn't have a turret sitting there as well, and he has to run for his life. But there is another Yordle who's very, very hungry indeed. Easy solo kill for Broken Blade.
So you can even see where Heretics are on the map. They're like, where is the rest of G2 going to focus? Because they could look for some sort of play on dive on bot lane. So Carlson had to walk away. Even saw Sheo trying to help out in defending bot tier 2. But because they've lost control of jungle, maybe they...
Well, it feels like a flash in the pan for Team Heretics is what we're going to ask for. At the very least, everyone buckle up. Why? Because Labrov's going in, and understand it won't be too hard to see what else he can do. Shattering strike up to CC, and the power of Rel once again compels you. Clean from Cap, almost getting out, almost. No, he's shut down. It's a 1-for-1, which is good for Heretics.
Give a bit more gold over to your squad. It won't really, I feel like, shut down G2 too much, though, because... Oh, actually, maybe Broken Blade goes mini, but there's nobody here to help him.
Oi, minion wave gone. Hookshot, wall shot, Hextech ultimatum. Broken Blade could be in a lot of trouble. This is Carl's moment. He found a pick onto Broken Blade, the flash match, but he's out of range. Will get the shutdown, but Skewmon's here. This is a different problem. A much more different problem. Ends up being a trade.
Stop it, Deja Vu.
Yeah. But you've got to get the beat. The Euro beat is what it's all about. Now, Atacam was going down in that time. So GA's for everybody. That's nice.
Yeah, as if the game wasn't tough enough already for Heretics. And now G2 starting to push in on that top side. Vision is already relatively good for them. Sten's trying to see what he can do.
Well, he's going to try, but that guy that's on the telephone, hello, it's the debt collector. And Sten just getting launched up, Heartsteel stack, and no, he's actually a car insurance salesman. Would you like to buy this $5,000 policy? Well, Skewmont, he can sell anything. He can sell a rat to a fish right now as 2 items. He's unkillable. He's going to get passive healing uppiness, also known as health regen, as Caps. Just in a side lane, doing the same thing but by himself.
Yeah, Skewmont bought this Mundo at the dip, and he's been looking fantastic ever since. Oh, hang on, the brawl. No, he's going to end up backing away. But yeah, and now Caps on the side lane. Might have to outplay.
Okay, well, I mean, Carl is the one member who's kind of strong, gets the GA out. Fleet footwork mixed with the passive and just the natural healing he has is crazy. A Broken Blade sits, hits the turret, enjoys that. Now we're back up to 7,500.
Yeah, and Caps just threatening the entire time. Dragon's still there. G2 going to fall back towards us. They have some vision to spot out exactly how Heretics want to try and answer this, but I don't think Heretics really can. Brock could flash engage on this. Heretics need to be careful.
It's like it takes a huge amount of damage from Han Summer. Not really a silent achiever, but all the same. 2-item lethality 80 carry. Kind of in the name right now, lacking and developing their new self. Team Heretics need Sheo for the setup. You talked about that. Let's see how they find it with Baron now up, holding River themselves. They get the engaged. At least it's Sten who starts it off, but he's going to be hail of arrows, and he gets set up with an arrow into the face. He's dead. Hard Summer cares not about Unbreakable Will as Caps holds the rest at the forefront. Broken Blade with no Mega Nah, but no mega problems for G2. 4 versus 5. Baron looking good.
I think Heretics needed to wait for G2 to start Baron and take the damage, but now they're just in a position where I don't really know if they can recontest. 10 seconds until Sten really gets up, but you can see what I mean. This Baron does not go down quickly, so maybe Poke is the name of the game.
Well, if Skewmont's behind Baron, he has an MR debuff. So that's good here for Sheo if he finds an angle. But at 5k, G2 looking for the turn, even though they're low. There is a bit of healing coming through from the Ocean Dragons. Carlson's found out. He wanted his flank, but he ain't going to get it. Pops the ulti, but Hans lives on.
Baron has 3 seconds.
And you also increase base health is 25%.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, he's a big old boy. And the fact you got Unending Despair as well means he's going to be healing off the healing. And
Caps with his shuriken flip. Flash away, Carlson. Wait, Carlson! I want to see it on the big movie screen, Mum! He found him! Carlson gets a replay because zone off, and of course he has natural health regen, so don't be fooled by that half HP. True Shot Rush doesn't hit a thing either as Sten's caught out. Broken Blade about to go on Mega Nah. Sten has to disengage, but LeBron, his angle is finding anyone who tries to run. Flash from Sten just won't cut it. He gets ranged out, and LeBron takes the credit. Now for G2 as they run up mid, a dive is no problem either. Broken Blade returns to the fame of the G2 legend as Carl, he'll get the Dragon to stop the stacking, but it costs the 2 lives and probably the Baron.
Heretics flew too close to the sun, and G2 pounds. They just wait, and now they turn over towards the Baron. Everyone on Heretics on the bottom side of the map, they want kind of nothing to do with this, and G2 will get the big purple worm.
Well, Baron in the end as well. Gold has slimmed out. I have to be genuine with Team Heretics. No word to describe that better than that noise. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present Carl Carlson. Forever our best mic check we've had in the LEC. I just don't know. Just wasn't expecting it. I don't know what to say.
The moment is immortalized if you have killed the GOAT of LEC for the first time in a solo outplay, and that is not going to be connected forever.
Well,
what a legend.
You know what? Even if you don't win this game, you've got that. It's an 8k gold lead in G2. They've got the Baron, no Ocean Souls. Probably nice for Team Heretics to go up against, but the range, the poke, it hurts too much. Caps looking for an angle, and Carl looking to negate exactly that. Over from Broken Blade, who's gone into Mega Nah as well. The turret now dead, and Inhibitor turret. Now that that's opened up, Inhibitor's a freebie. Another one goes. There you go. Makes it that easy, doesn't it?
Yeah, they just got to continue this. There's very little that Heretics can really do. You do have a 3-item Camille that at least could potentially one-shot Han Sama, and I think that might be what they're trying to set up here, but I just don't think he covered the rest of the fight after.
God, slow and steady does it, doesn't it? The range is so abusive, and Caps, he just comes in off an angle, threatening to go all in and send it down. One Nexus turret dropping down, one sits up only barely above ground. Team Heretics, it was a noble recovery, or whatever you want to call it, a noble stance, but G2 are oppressive. Golden goes Sheo, who's Sten is the middle of it all, but Carlson ulti's backline. LeBron won't let him get near the Han Summer. Broken Blade once again sets up a 3-man ulti, keeps him at bay. and G2 in 33 minutes make game one an easy day.
G2 may have won the battle, but Carlson won the war.
That's true. Truer words have never been spoken.